Hey guys, it's me again, updating you on the YouTube situation that I described a few days ago. So on the 12th is when I was talking about the whole like, hey, YouTube kind of just shadow banned my object show channel. I have been in contact with YouTube over Twitter. I don't have any official Twitters for any of my new channels, so I had to use my kind of my personal one, reaching out to them, letting them know like, hey, I believe I've been shadow banned. It took me 2 tweets to actually get through to YouTube, because my first tweet where I was talking about the statistics, YouTube never replied to. Enzo replied to me. Hi, Enzo. And then I made a second tweet adding all the YouTube accounts, YouTube creators, Team YouTube, whatever the ads are. And I told them the same thing again. It's like, hey, I think you guys shadow banned me. I don't know what's going on. I feel like I need an explanation. And they did. At first, they made a really bad one. And they just said, oh, to clarify, yada, 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 stuff that has nothing to do with what I'm talking about. So I replied saying like, oh, clarify what? What are you talking about? And YouTube said, oh, yeah, this is normal. So I'm like, okay, finally, an explanation. And YouTube basically told me that this was happening because, according to them, when they see a large resurgence in views, they might slow down the channel views, and look into it to make sure that it's coming from real people and not computers. I'm like, okay, good. Finally an actual like explanation as to why this is happening. But then I asked them another question that I basically, if whatever human I was talking to there, if that was a person, basically just dipped. Because I asked them basically, oh, if this is just an automated like temporary thing, because they sent me an article as well. There's a bug on my nose. They sent me an article in that reply as well, basically saying, the article basically says, yeah, if we see that there's like something strange in the views, we might temporarily like change how the channel is in the algorithm so that we can investigate it. And that's where I got my understanding from. But I asked them a question, and whatever human replied to me before, I got a bot response immediately after. And because I asked them, if this is an automatic thing, why has this been going on for almost 2 weeks? It's April 15th. This has been going on since April 4th. It's been 11 days. It has been almost 2 weeks since this whole thing has gone down. And I got a bot response, and they basically said, oh, if you're not satisfied with our answer, report it. Guess what? I freaking did the other day. Either on the 13th or the 14th, yesterday and the day before, I did send feedback to YouTube, and I'm still waiting on anything relating to that. Jesus, these bugs, man. It's crazy out here today. But that's all I've got. New updates. I've gotten a little bit of clarification as to why my channel is like this. Where are these bugs coming from? But still no clarification as to when this is going to end or when my channel is going to be brought back. Because basically for the last like 4 or 5 days, I've been seeing between 50 and 75 views a day. Which, if you think about what I was getting before, is a huge hit to any channel. Because before the release of episode 4, I was getting about 300 to 500 views a day, and that just went down by a lot. I'm not in the mood to do the math of that right now, but it's quite a lot to decrease by. Which I was offered some insight from some people in real life, and one of them suggested like, yeah, your channel kind of has been growing exponentially each episode. And looking into it, he's got a point. Because episode 2, on the day that episode 2 came out, saw about 400 views in that one day. Freaking dogs, man. And then when episode 3 came out, I got 800 views in that day. An increase of about 2. And then when I released episode 4, it got 2,000 views in one day. A little more than a double increase from the one before, and a 4 times increase from Actually, it was more of a 5 times increase from episode 2. And basically, maybe that's what got automatically flagged in the YouTube algorithm. They're like, hey, this kid's growing exponentially and his channel is only 6 months old and he's only been uploading like once a month for about 3 months. Let's look into it. So maybe that makes a bit of sense. But again, YouTube is not very transparent when it comes to telling people why the hell is their channel being affected. So that's what I'm working with right now. I can't really do much besides play the waiting game. So hopefully by the release of episode 5 on May 1st, this will all be solved. Should be solved by the end of the month. And if not, maybe episode 5 we'll fix it or something, I don't know. Because I guess it is kind of weird if you do think about it. I created this channel less than 6 months ago. I only upload once a month, and every month I get more and more views. So maybe it is a bit suspicious to them. And I'm just like a broken record here saying the same crap over and over again. So wish me luck with getting YouTube to basically give me my channel back. Episode 5 is still going to come out, obviously. It's just that I'm hoping this all gets fixed. So thank you for watching. If you watched the whole thing, goodbye.